Look at this road, empty, silent, stretching endlessly toward the horizon. This is 5:47 a.m. The world sleeps. But champions? Champions run. You see that figure in the distance? That's not just a runner. That's someone who gets it. Someone who understands a fundamental truth about success that 99% of people will never grasp. Greatness is lonely. Not because you choose to be alone, but because excellence demands it. Because extraordinary requires separation from the ordinary. Because while the masses sleep, dream, and make excuses, champions wake up and get to work. This is the lonely road to greatness. And if you want to achieve something remarkable with your life, you better get comfortable walking it alone. Let me tell you something they don't teach in school. Something your parents probably never told you. Something society desperately wants to hide from you. Success is not a team sport. Sure, you'll have supporters along the way. You'll build teams. You'll have mentors and coaches. But the real work, the grinding, soul-crushing, character-building work that transforms you from average to exceptional, that happens in solitude. While your friends are scrolling through social media at midnight, you're reading, studying, planning, improving. While they're hitting the snooze button for the third time, you're already 2 hours deep into your morning routine. While they're complaining about Monday, you're celebrating it as another opportunity to separate yourself from the pack. And here's the part that hurts. They won't understand. Your family will worry about you. Your friends will question your priorities. They'll say you're obsessed. They'll call you extreme. They'll wonder why you can't just be normal, just be average, just be satisfied with good enough. But here's what they don't understand. Every person who ever achieved greatness walked this exact same path. Michael Jordan was cut from his high school basketball team and spent countless hours alone in the gym, perfecting his craft while others partied. Steve Jobs was fired from his own company and rebuilt his vision in isolation, while others said he was finished. Oprah Winfrey overcame poverty, abuse, and discrimination with nobody but her determination and her dreams beside her. The crowd follows trends. The individual creates them. You cannot become exceptional by doing what everyone else is doing. Exceptional requires separation. It demands that you step away from the pack and forge your own path, even when that path feels impossibly lonely. Let's talk about sacrifice, because that's what this lonely road demands. Real sacrifice. Not the kind where you give up dessert for a week, the kind that fundamentally changes how you live your life. You'll miss birthday parties to hit your deadlines. You'll skip the weekend getaways to perfect your craft. You'll say no to social events that others say you should attend. You'll wake up at 4 a.m. while your neighbors sleep until noon. You'll invest your money in books, courses, and coaching, while others spend theirs on temporary pleasures. You'll invest your time in skill development, while others invest theirs in entertainment. And it will hurt. There will be nights when you question everything, when you wonder if you're crazy for choosing discipline over comfort, when you ask yourself if it's worth it to choose growth over popularity, future over present, extraordinary over easy. Your Instagram will show fewer party photos and more progress posts. Your calendar will have fewer hangouts and more appointments with excellence. Your weekends will look different. Your evenings will look different. Your entire life will look different. This is the tax that greatness charges, and most people aren't willing to pay it. They want the results without the process, the destination without the journey, the victory without the battle, the success without the sacrifice. But you're different. You understand that every no to instant gratification is a yes to long-term fulfillment. Every lonely hour spent improving yourself is an investment in a future where you'll never have to settle for average again. Every sacrifice today is a compound interest payment on tomorrow's success. Here's what they don't tell you about solitude. It's not empty. It's full of potential, full of power, full of the kind of deep work that changes everything. When you're alone, truly alone, you hear your authentic voice, not the voice influenced by others' opinions, not the voice shaped by their expectations or limited by their fears. Your voice, your dreams, your vision. In solitude, you develop something that most people never possess: self-reliance. You stop looking for external validation and start trusting your internal compass. You stop needing others to believe in your vision because you believe in it completely. You stop depending on motivation from others because you generate it from within. The greatest leaders in history understood this principle. Abraham Lincoln walked alone through the White House corridors, contemplating decisions that would shape a nation. Einstein took long, solitary walks through Princeton, thinking through problems that would revolutionize our understanding of the universe. Gandhi found his strength in meditation and quiet reflection, developing the inner power that would free an entire country. In your alone time, you're not just working on your goals. You're building character. You're developing mental toughness. You're creating the foundation of greatness that no external force can shake. While others depend on their environment to feel motivated, you create motivation from within. While they need constant encouragement from others, you become your own biggest champion. While they crumble under pressure, you thrive because you've trained in the gymnasium of self-discipline. Solitude teaches you the most valuable lesson of all. You are enough. Your dreams are enough. Your determination is enough. And then it happens. All those lonely hours compound. All that solitary work pays dividends. All those sacrifices reveal their purpose. The breakthrough arrives. But here's the beautiful irony of this journey. The moment you achieve greatness, you're no longer alone. Success has a way of attracting people. Victory draws crowds. Achievement creates followers. Excellence demands attention. Suddenly, the same people who questioned your lonely journey want to know your secrets. The ones who called you antisocial now call you inspiring. The crowd that watched you struggle in solitude now celebrates your success in public. Your loneliness transforms into leadership. Your isolation becomes inspiration. Your solo journey becomes a story that motivates millions. But you'll remember that it wasn't the crowd that got you there. It was your willingness to walk alone when walking alone was the only option. It was your courage to be different when different felt dangerous. It was your faith in a vision that only you could see. And here's the most powerful part. When others ask you how you did it, how you achieved what seemed impossible, you'll have a simple answer. I was willing to be alone with my potential until that potential became my reality. So, here's my question for you. Are you ready? Are you ready to embrace the loneliness that greatness demands? Are you ready to wake up when others sleep? To work when others play? To sacrifice when others indulge? To believe when others doubt? Are you ready to trade the comfort of fitting in for the calling of standing out? Because I need to warn you, this road isn't for everyone. It's not for those who need constant validation. It's not for those who can't function without external motivation. It's not for those who choose easy over extraordinary every single time. This road is for the rare few who understand that temporary loneliness is the price of permanent greatness. But if you're ready, if you're willing to embrace the solitude that success demands, if you're prepared to walk alone until you're strong enough to lead others, then your journey starts right now. Not tomorrow when you feel more motivated, not next week when conditions are perfect, not next year when you have more experience. The lonely road to greatness isn't really about being alone. It's about being alone with your potential, your dreams, your determination, until they become your reality. Your future self is waiting at the end of this road. They're not waiting in the crowd. They're not waiting where it's comfortable and safe. They're waiting where it's lonely, where it's difficult, where only the committed dare to go. So lace up your shoes, take that first step, and remember this truth. Every champion who ever lived, every legend who ever inspired millions, every person who ever achieved something remarkable, started exactly where you are right now.